Arsenal wants the Premier League title, and I have big hopes. I think that Arsenal is going to do a very good job when it comes to getting the Premier League title. Manchester City and its dominancy could be coming towards an end, and you definitely know that Manchester City has had a couple of times, has taken the Premier League title a couple of times now, and at this moment in time, the football club Arsenal is intervening, saying enough is enough. We're definitely taking this time. Anyway, before we go any further, we need to first see what are the possibilities of the football club Arsenal taking the Premier League title, and what are the possibilities of the football club Manchester City taking the Premier League title. My name is Abu Kals. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Arsenal Hub, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as it's sports and as long as it is Arsenal related right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your very host Abu Karls, as I'm definitely right about here to bring to you the latest. So looking at what exactly is transpiring in the world of football when we talk about sports and when we talk about the football club Arsenal and we talk about the Premier League title, we definitely know final games, the last day in the Premier League will be Sunday. Come Sunday, that will be the last day of Premier League, and all games in the Premier League, final games, will definitely be played, and it will be after Sunday. It will be on Sunday that we will know who has come first and who is definitely is in what position. But for a fact, at this moment in time, we know that Manchester City is in the first position and Arsenal is in the second position. And the difference between Arsenal and Manchester City, Liverpool lying in the third position and Aston Villa in the fourth position, the difference between the first and second is only two. It's a 2-goal difference. So, 2-goal difference definitely means that if the football club Arsenal win this game, then Arsenal go directly. Not directly, Arsenal. If Arsenal win and Manchester City lose, Arsenal go directly. Though Arsenal will win the Premier League title. But if Arsenal lose and Manchester City win, then Manchester City will win. And again, if Arsenal go on and draw and Manchester City draws, then Manchester City takes the Premier League title. And if Arsenal draw and Manchester City win, again, that is self-explanatory. Again, Manchester City will win the Premier League title. But we need to see what exactly, who has the chance of losing, who is at a bigger risk of losing. That's what we want to talk about at this time. We know that the football club Arsenal is going to be facing Everton, and Everton has not lost in the last 5 games. It has had 1 draw and 5 wins, and Arsenal has also not lost. It's won the last 5 games. So you can definitely see that a lot is going to be expected on that day, and come Sunday. What I know for a fact is that the football club Arsenal is going to win that game against the football club Everton. However, looking at West Ham, West Ham can be a disturbing side. West Ham can be an absolute disturbing side, with West Ham having the likes of Mohamed Kudus, who are very good football players. I think West Ham has the capability of beating the football club Manchester City. So despite the fact that Manchester City is also has played quite well of recent, it's always been played well anyway, but West Ham is not a club that you're just going to go and pick a win. You have to fight for it, and there is a possibility that you could draw. So if at all the football club Arsenal wins and Manchester City draws or loses this game, then it will be done. It will definitely be done, and we will count it as a deal done for the football club Arsenal, and Arsenal will have won the Premier League title. Anyway, let's hope things keep on moving on quite well for the football club Arsenal, and really, uh, Arsenal. If Arsenal wouldn't have lost that game at this time, just one game. It's just one game that let Arsenal down. One game. And if that was avoidable, we would possibly be saying it's the possibility. By the way, I think now Arsenal would have already won. If actually would not have been won, but there would be much more possibilities now. But again, uh, putting that aside, we definitely know that possibilities, chances of Arsenal winning this game against Everton, it's about 80% chance. Yeah. And a possibility of Man City winning that West Ham game is around 60%. So you can see the difference. Yeah, that 40% for the football club West Ham can be utilized, and West Ham really, I'm very sure that West Ham will go in this game looking for a win. But there was something strange about the football club Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur is should be a good club, but look at the managers who've been in Tottenham Hotspur. All of them have. Spurs would have done a good job for Arsenal by by winning that game against the football club Manchester City. But the ambience was no good. The fans were comfortable to lose. It's quite strange how fans get comfortable to lose just because they do not like Arsenal. They are comfortable to lose a game. They're comfortable not to play Champions League just because they do not like Arsenal. That's quite strange. I would personally say Spurs, okay, go for Champions League and win 50-50 despite the fact that I don't like you. You just do that. Go for Champions League football and let me win the Premier League title. I think Arsenal would do that 100%. But I don't think the football club. Tottenham Hotspur was in for it. But Spurs, there's something wrong with them actually, because three managers have come out and complained about the attitude of fans and some of the players inside the stadium. And really, the first one was Jose Mourinho saying, he said, up to now, he's got no contact in the football club. Up to now, he doesn't feel the club. There is not that attachment to the club. And then Antonio Conte, he also went on and said he has never seen a club as comfortable to lose as the football club Tottenham Hotspur. And then Ange also recently was angry with the fans who were instructing him to lose the Manchester City game, and it was like, what type of club am I coaching? What type of club am I in? So it was a bit tricky for him. Anyway, let's hope come Sunday Manchester City could be losing that game, and if Manchester City lose that game, could be an end of an era. By the way, there's something that I've realized over the days. Yeah, so when you see what has been transpiring of recent, Manchester City, well, City are good football players, undoubtedly. They've got a great manager. Yeah, they've got a very wonderful manager. But if you see how Manchester City has been playing recently, when you compare this season to the last season, it's either Arsenal have come out as a better side, or Manchester City have deteriorated that much. But I know they are still in the first position, but look at Haaland. It's not the goals he scored last time. Something is lacking in Manchester City. It's not the it's not the Manchester City that Arsenal played last season, yeah? No, not that at all. So I think Manchester City is losing a little bit, and I think next season, this season, yeah, I still think that with this season, I still think that Manchester City is going to lose to Arsenal. But next season, it's going to be stiff competition, and Manchester City is not gonna like it. Why do I say so? Because when you see how clubs are building, yeah, Arsenal is top. When we talk about top, Arsenal number one. And after Arsenal, look at how Chelsea have been playing recently. They've got very good football players in there. They've got a beautiful squad. And look at Arsenal, the way they are winning games in, out. And the summer transfer window is here. And Mikel Arteta is saying that he wants to reinforce, he wants to bring to get better football players into the squad of Arsenal. So I think you can definitely see how football is changing these days, and how competition in the Premier League is getting stiffer. So we could see a very competitive a very competitive Premier Leagues next season. With Manchester United, Manchester United, they've performed very badly this season, and the coming season you still can't count them, because they've got nothing to show. There's nothing for Manchester United to show. Honestly, I can't see anything for Manchester United. I can hardly see anything for Manchester United unless they make a few changes and they come in next season as a better squad. But even if it's building, they've got good football players, good young players like Alejandro Garnacho. They've got Kobe Mino. Manchester United has got Rasmus Højlund. Those football players. But from a rumor, United are meant to be uh, selling all their football players apart from those three: Kobe Mino, Alejandro Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund. So maybe if the Ineos group comes up with something new, then possibly they could compete, but still it will take a bit of time. Look at Chelsea. When you look at Chelsea now, they're trying to get in, but the fact that they got rid of very many football players, a direct impact never happens, never comes. Then you first have to. Anyway, let's hope maybe uh, uh, things could go well for them, but I don't see them competing next season. Back have a couple of bad seasons, but with Arsenal, it will be top next season, and this season still big possibilities. Manchester City, I see Manchester City going down, down, down. Anyway, thank you for being part. Do not forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you right about here at the Arsenal Hub with me, your very host, Abukals. As I tell you, it's very, very good to have you right about here as we talk sports, and find it very good to always have the talk. Anyway, before we go a little bit about transfers, the transfer season is on the way. The transfer season is coming, and I must say, yeah, I think it's going to be a brilliant thing for the football club Arsenal, because Mikel Arteta has already talked about reinforcement. Mikel Arteta has already talked about reinforcement in different fields, and if this goes on as planned, then Arsenal will be a much better club with a number of football players like Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig, who's been linked to the football club Arsenal. Big names, Xavi Simons also linked to the football club Arsenal. So let's hope Arsenal will go on and finish up with these deals. I will be bringing to you everything straight as it comes in these transfers. All you need to do is simple: subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you do not miss out. I know We always have a chat in the stories. Beautiful. We might talk for a whole day, but for now, let's stop here and we will meet again. Thank you and goodbye, my friends.